Hi everyone, I'm Randy and welcome to the Back 9. This is going to be a versus episode where I pit the Ping G410plus against the Mizuno ST200 against the Cobra Speedzone Xtreme. I've done full reviews on all three of these drivers. You're welcome to go back and watch those reviews as well. This versus episode is based strictly on my on-course experience over a few weeks with these three drivers. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when my future episodes go up. As always, I enjoy reading your comments below and respond to all of them. You might want to go back and check out some of my other videos. There's a lot of interesting information on there, some really good reviews, and some very interesting interviews. If you like any of those, give them a big thumbs up as well. This really helps me out. This video took me a little bit longer to post than I would have hoped, but I really needed the time to put all three drivers through their paces. And what I would do is I would go out and play 18. I would take two of the three drivers. So let's say I'd take the Mizuno and the Ping. I'd play the front 9 with one of them and the back 9 with the other. Now I did this interchanging the drivers for 2 solid weeks. And that's how I put together my thoughts and views for this versus episode. I actually own all three of these drivers. Now I normally don't own 3 drivers, but I'm a little bit of an equipment geek if you can't tell, and there is a story behind it. So I was really struggling off the tee, dispersion-wise, when the Ping G410plus came out. I hit it at a demo day and got good results. So I asked if I could take the demo out for a round. I bought it right after that round. My dispersion, forgiveness-wise, was so much better with the Ping, and I scored so much better right away. Didn't change my swing. It was just that much more forgiving, so it really helped me out. Little time passes, and I do a review of the new Mizuno ST200 driver. What the ST200 driver gave me that the Ping didn't was really good distance and amazing rollout. It's forgiving. It's not as forgiving as the Ping, but more forgiving than a lot of clubs out there. So I bought that because I wanted that distance back that I wasn't getting from the Ping. So now I have a Ping G410plus and the Mizuno ST200. When I was swinging good, I would hit the ST200. When I was struggling off the tee, I would hit the Ping. It's a little crazy. Pick one driver and play with it. Then I did a review of the new Cobra Speedzone Xtreme driver. Well, that driver gave me great forgiveness, right up there with Ping or anything on the market, and really good distance. Not as long as the ST200, but better than the Ping. So it was kind of the best of both worlds, and now I have the Cobra Speedzone Xtreme. That's what I play with most of the time. The Ping G410plus is one of 2 drivers at the top of the list for forgiveness when it comes to dispersion. Better than all the other drivers out there right now. Where it's not as forgiving is on distance. But I guess being in good shape instead of being in trouble, deep rough, the woods, etc., is better than having more distance and no control. The Ping G410plus cannot keep up with the other 2 drivers in this episode distance-wise. It also happens to be the lowest spinning driver of the 3. That may explain why I don't get great distance or height out of it. I need that extra spin to elevate the ball and carry it. I've never been a fan of Ping's stock shafts for their drivers. I don't like the ones that come with the G410 either. One's called the Ultra and one's called the Tour. Now, it comes in a playing length of 45 and 3/4 inches long. That's just too long for me and too long for most people. Ping now does offer other brands, and I don't believe they're an upcharge on their website. So they must recognize that maybe their stock proprietary shaft was holding it back and they had to offer other shafts. It sells for $399.99. I've seen it as low as $349.99. This club had a major price drop about a month ago, and I think that's pretty much due to the fact that they have new drivers coming out with the fall, and they're just trying to thin out inventory. The Mizuno ST200 has a harsher feel and sound than the other two clubs in this category. Of the three drivers, the ST200 is the longest, and I get amazing rollout after it lands. Now, it happens to be the highest spinning of the three drivers, so that may explain the rollout, and I get terrific launch and really good carry from it. Of the three drivers, the ST200 is the least forgiving for me dispersion-wise, but it was still very forgiving distance-wise. I'd be surprised sometimes when I'd miss a ball and I knew it was in the rough, how far it actually went. Now, don't take this the wrong way. I'm comparing this club against the two most forgiving drivers, in my opinion, on the market. It's still pretty forgiving. It's still a good club. It's just up against some stiff competition when it comes to forgiveness in this versus episode. The ST200 comes in a standard playing length of 45 inches, which I think is really good. I think too many manufacturers out there are pushing 46 inches, and that's really hard to control. My drivers are all set at a playing length of 45 inches. The standard shafts are both Mitsubishi Diamanas. They have the red 50 plus and the blue. Now, I've seen this club online for $399.99, but today I saw it on sale at a reputable store for $259.99. If you're in the market for a new driver and you don't want to spend over $400 or up to $600, if you can find it online for $259.99, it's a great deal. It's a good driver with a good shaft, and it beats a lot of the competition out there. It's just in a very tough one for this episode. I just fell in love with the sound and the feel of the Speedzone Xtreme by Cobra. It feels solid and sounds great. Forgiveness dispersion-wise, the Speedzone Xtreme is every bit as forgiving as the Ping G410plus. As I've said in the past, I think these are the two most forgiving drivers on the market today. Where the Speedzone Xtreme beats the Ping is on forgiveness distance-wise. It's almost a full club. While the ST200 is longer for me, the Speedzone Xtreme gives me great forgiveness in consistent distances. It's still long for me. It's just not quite as long as the ST200, but compared to others on the market, it's plenty long. I think Cobra does the best job of these three drivers with their shaft options. It comes in a standard playing length of 45.25 inches. And I play mine at 45. They offer a UST Helium, a Mitsubishi Tensei Blue, a Project X Hazardous, and an Adilla Rogue Silver. Currently, it's the most expensive of these three drivers at $449, but it is pretty new, and I don't see Cobra coming out with a new driver anytime soon. You might want to check around the holidays because Cobra does run some sales then, and you might be able to pick it up for less. So the Cobra Speedzone Xtreme is my daily player now. It gives me the best of all worlds, distance and forgiveness combined. I sometimes will play in scrambles though, and take my 3-wood out of the bag and put the ST200 in. So I'll take both drivers, and if we need one in play, I'll hit the Xtreme. If I have a chance to really try to bomb one, I'll hit the Mizuno. I hope this video finds everybody healthy and staying safe. And when you're out on the course, don't forget, hit them straight. Thank you very much for watching.